Remember last year when they were doing fact checks on natural immunity systems? Okay, let's have a look. So they even fact checked it, and that was on the news in 2021, September 9th, 29th.
Finally, on the topic of post-infection immunity, I want to speak about an event that is being reported in the news. While I have not received confirmation that this event took place, reports began circulating yesterday of an event where several people are said to have gathered in a deliberate attempt to acquire COVID-19 in order to develop post-infection immunity. It is being reported that several of these individuals ended up in hospital and in already crowded Edmonton ICUs. Again, I cannot confirm that these reports are accurate, but whether or not this specific report is verified, what is important to know is that anyone contemplating this kind of activity should know that this consequence, severe illness, and transmitting to others who may become severely ill or even die, is an absolutely likely outcome. Hosting or attending an event like this in the current time of crisis is irresponsible and dangerous.
Okay, so basically people were having chickenpox parties and trying to get the COVID transferred from one to another. And the fact checkers did say that natural immunity doesn't replace vaccination. Natural immunity will not protect you against COVID-19 as well as an mRNA vaccine, according to both experts and research. Okay, let's skip in time. And apparently, there's a hidden immune feature we have spared and vaccinated people from COVID-19 infections. Okay, let's have a quick look. So it's on interestingengineering.com. A team of researchers from the University of Gothenburg has just taken another step toward understanding how the immune system develops resistance against COVID-19. Right, we can't actually do those research properly at the moment because most of the world is vaccinated, so that kind of screws control group, doesn't it? So COVID-19, an infectious disease caused by SARS-CoV-2 virus, has claimed the lives of more than that many people since the start of the pandemic. This disease appears to affect some people more severely than others, with some experiencing very minor symptoms and others being hospitalized and requiring aid in breathing. The current study aimed to uncover health factors that appear to offer COVID-19 protection for the unvaccinated. We all have IgA, said Christine Wennerås, professor of clinical bacteriology in University of Gothenburg and senior physician of University Hospital, who is part of the research team. It's found on the mucous membranes on COVID-19 is an infection that spreads via those membranes. We thought it was important to investigate what happened when completely healthy people encountered the coronavirus before vaccines became available. Of the participants in our study, none of whom contracted COVID-19 required hospitalization, she continued. A lot of other research has concerned the most seriously ill patients who have been hospitalized and in need of intensive care. According to the results of the study, a third of the care workers developed antibodies to COVID-19, and they fell into two distinct groups based on antibody patterns and COVID-19 incidence. One group that exclusively possessed IgA antibodies never succumbed to COVID-19. Participants in the other group had IgG antibodies as well as the T cells and got the sickness. The participants who did not test positive or unwell all had IgA antibodies. Other characteristics that seem to provide protection against infection were being female and having respiratory allergy. The data, however, does not support the notion that those who do not have antibodies against COVID-19 have protective T cells, which are part of the immune system that focuses on specific foreign particles. And still didn't get vaccinated. It should be noted, of course, they say that in this article, it should be noted the majority of the COVID-19 vaccines are highly effective against severe illness, hospitalization, and death. In fact, there's a new subvariant BA2, which replaces sister version BA1 as the dominant form of COVID-19. In many countries, researchers have discovered that 2 doses of COVID vaccination still appear to reduce the risk of infection caused by the new subvariant. The way everybody gets vaccinated with over 80-90%. Some countries, there's absolutely no way that the control group is going to be, and there's absolutely no way that their study is going to reflect what happens, because most of the people have already received the vaccine. The unvaccinated that survived, I'd just like to know what's the percentage of those. So the study's is available on interestinengineering.com. I'll stick the little link in the bottom in the comments. Have a look by yourself and see what you think about it. Just found it there for you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.